Alright, welcome back to part 4 of our Odryssian Kingdom good job, campaign on with the Divide et Impera mod. Been a hot minute since I played this, so I'm not really sure where we're at, so let's check who we're at war with. Great, you know, just Rome, not a big deal. Okay, but I think we were planning on coming down here and taking the rest of Greece.
Speak if you must, but know that...
So the Aetolian nobles we could probably take on. I mean, these pikes are a little scary. They look a little scary. I don't know how good they actually are, but they look scary. So we've got really good income right now, but I think we could probably take them on.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, between these two armies, we could probably take him pretty easily. If I remember right, the concern was that then Athens would be at war with us. And they're about to have 220 stacks, plus the garrison. How did we get so much money? Oh, the things you forget when you're getting back into a campaign. Alright, so we're not doing so great on food. We could build some up at Pella. Do you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get some more food production going here. Not sure that that's worth doing just yet. I think we'll wait for these to build before we start building up the rest, because I would like this region to stabilize a little bit. If we were to go and take this city right now, we would have a rebellion, I think, pretty much immediately. So let's see. These guys, what I want to do is send back over here. It's fall, it's going to be winter. I don't think they'll take winter attrition stuck up there, because we've got enough supplies in this. We do not have enough supplies in this province. Yikes. So yeah, we will probably send this army this direction with the king's army. Do you know what? Let's go ahead and just go all the way up to our border here. Excuse me. Since we're not at war with anyone that's going to fight us, let's go ahead and patrol for a minute. Just get some extra income. Now these guys don't hate me, so they're not just going to randomly declare war on me, I don't think. We are basically out of manpower here, except for the foreigners. Let's go ahead and pick up a couple of those guys, just because why not, and then we'll just fill out the ranks with some garbage over here. What kind of mercenary availability do we have? Not much because of the low population. Go ahead and drop him into patrol as well, again just to boost our income a little bit. We're starting to get some public order here as well. Okay, so that's that province dealt with. Here we've got selling slaves. Okay, what's our slave population look like? 75% of our population is slaves. That's terrifying. Yeah, so let's definitely sell them. looks like things are going just fine up here. Now, instead of getting 20 grain, I would like to get food production. That is not food production. Alright, well, since our income is pretty good right now, I'm going to go for the population boost of second and third class over third, or second and foreigner. Okay, let's check out politics, internal politics. Looking great on loyalty. This general's 54. This guy's only 32. Let's go, well, I was going to get him married, but I'd like to build my influence, and the less characters the other factions have, the easier it is for me to build my own influence. What we'll do instead is just some little cheap stuff to get him a little bit more influence and get her a bunch more influence. Just kidding. I thought we could send someone to Macedonia, but we've already done that recently. Okay, we'll call that good for our first turn back. The question I'm having right now is, once we unify Greece, do we take the fight to Rome and try and wipe them out early on while they're at war with Carthage?
A token.
I'm definitely not paying you that much money for non-aggression. I don't care about Illyria just yet.
My people do not like luxury, but money is needed. I ask humbly that you give us some.
Honestly, I'm
small
hesitant
amount.
to have defensive alliance with these guys just yet, because I'm not sure whether they're going to go to war down here, and I do not want to get involved in any wars in Asia Minor yet. And either way, I don't want to pay them that much, so...
Between friends,
Definitely do not want non-aggression with them, because I'm about to conquer them. I didn't see where their army over here went. Okay, governor. Syracuse is gone. Okay, I wonder who took it out. Was it Rome or was it Carthage? Where did their other army go? I don't see them anywhere up here. If I had to guess, I would say they probably went down here somewhere, right? Because I don't think they have any reason to go this way. Are they at war with anyone in Illyria? No, they're just at war with Rome. Okay, since we're at war with Rome, we actually now have to move back over here, which is a little bit frustrating, but that's also okay. We may have just lost this city by moving our armies too far away. Well done. I didn't think that through very well. How's the garrison looking? So the garrison's basically dead. But this is a fleet. I think we would outnumber them. Do you know what we might do? Let's go ahead and just raise an army here. Let's just make this guy a general real quick, so we can have an extra unit and then maybe hire a couple of mercenaries. Because that should keep this fleet away. We actually cannot raise an army, because we have too many. So I'd love to keep that Royal Cav. Because I feel like that's probably really, like, very heavy shock cav. But we're only allowed to have 4 armies right now. Let's hope for the best. Let's just go there and hope for the best. Now I would like some replenishment before we go after these guys, but that might not end up being an option.
We need good fighters.
We already got the dart slingers last turn. These are missile troops that I actually might keep for a little while. Yeah, if they send a second fleet over here, then I don't think we have much chance. You know what? Carthage is kind of kicking the crap out of Rome. Maybe we need to just get a move on and take Greece so that we can get ready to fight in Italy. Because I would love to have Rome eliminated early on. I had planned on taking Greece and then going this direction, like going north, but maybe we just go west instead. Okay, which governor leveled up?
What do you wish of me?
Let's keep getting public order. Where's our other dude? He is deployed. I don't have the slightest idea where I've left my spy. Just kidding, here he is. Okay. Depending on where their armies go, I think, excuse me, depending on where their armies go, I think we're going to attack this city next. I think we'll have enough. We can always just grab one mercenary unit to flesh this army out all the way, but then if they don't have their other army here, then they'll have just over 20 and we'll have 40 units. So we'll easily outnumber them. Losing trade with Macedon is going to hurt a little bit.
Greetings in the name of the Republic.
Let's maybe try and make friends with
And I will share
Carthage.
your words with the people of Carthage.
This is looking good. Military access. Okay. No chance they'll pay us that much. Why do they want trade with us so bad? Let's go ahead, because if we get into Rome, or if we get into Italy, I really don't want to be dealing with Carthage yet. I don't want to turn this into a Roman campaign. So we can get 10,000 non-aggression and military access. Okay, so that to me was a good deal.
Your terms are wise. The people of Carthage will be most
And we're making an extra 500 gold per turn out of that. Do we have any active
Greetings,
diplomacy
my
with
friend.
these guys?
You have my
No.
ear for your
What would
speech,
happen if we
and
declared
if it profits
war?
my people.
Athens would potentially join. Alright, let's call that good for the turn. We're out of food. What changed that put us out of food? Is it because it's winter? No. Is someone stealing food from us? Doesn't look like it. Is it because we started construction up here? Because this wasn't providing food in the first place. Is it because this finished? No. Huh. Alright, well, food's starting to be a problem, so let's upgrade that as well. And we've got the money. Let's go ahead and hold on to some cash, because I think we might need a lot of money for mercenaries when we go take on Athens. Please don't attack Rome. Okay, that's very, very good news. One thing to consider is that since I made friends with Carthage, if they start to take Italian provinces, then I will not have access to them, unless I, of course, go to war with Carthage. Food shortage. That is incredibly bad timing. See, why did my food drop from like -14 to -24 here? No buildings were finished. I'm just confused why our food dropped so much. Looks like it's time to start researching in here. Did an additional army walk into our territories and start taking food from us? No. Yeah, I'm confused why I just ran out of food. I would assume the raiding doesn't help, but I can't imagine it's that big of a problem either.
Ready for battle! On the move, lads! Get moving, you for the pride!
Let's see, do we know what buildings this place has? So no food here either, so it would take us probably a minimum of 4 turns to get any food production at Larissa. That's annoying. It's actually, yeah, that's actually why we're down on food, is because this army came into our territory. This is a very intimidating army. Okay, so Athens is going to be really, really tough to take on.
Warriors all!
Maybe I shouldn't go to war until I get the food problem resolved. Alright, well, let's see. Because these guys would be able to get all the way up in here. And I would imagine Athens probably has a 3rd army around here. I can't really afford to undeploy this guy and go check. You know what, let's make the risky play and let's just go for it.
Ready for battle! Starting out!
Yep, we will recruit from their province, and I want to get some good troops. Maybe I need some cavalry. See, but if I only have 1 unit of cav, I'm not going to be able to compete with the 4 that Athens has.
Warriors all!
So maybe I just get some heavier hoplites. We can get the cavalry later. Yeah, let's go for the heavier hoplites. Alright, well, here's the play. See, the fun thing about this mod is you can make a mistake that actually ends your campaign right off the bat. But you know what? I don't think I can actually outperform the auto-resolve, but it would keep my generals healthier, and I really need to not lose my generals. Three missile troops versus my several. Cavalry enough to... Man, excuse me. Cavalry enough to match theirs easily. And then all we have to do is just not engage their pikes on the front. You know what, let's go ahead and fight it. I haven't fought a battle in a while. I'm obviously just going to use my numbers to my advantage here. Probably wait to engage so I can form up with my forces a bit, and then we'll get involved. I mean... Oh, and you know what? Since we do have these guys, we can do a lot of damage to those 3 units of pikes just with the javelin, so I want to make sure these do not get used without my permission. We'll just stack in depth here at first. Since these guys are mercenary cav, I don't care a ton about them. These guys I want to keep because they're my actual Thracian cavalry. Okay, let's go ahead and just move up to get an eye on their army.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, there they are. They are actually advancing towards us.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Now, as is pretty standard for my strategy, I want to get the mercenaries and the foreigners in the front line. I'd like to use those dart slingers against the pikemen, just to see what they're capable of. Okay, so we'll put the mercenary hoplites there, and then just have an enormous front line, I suppose. You guys just go ahead and come up here. It's gonna look really messy, but I'm okay with that. They are not advancing, so there's no need to run. We will just fast forward instead. These guys I want on the cav heavy side so they can be protected a little bit. Let's go ahead and shift the majority of these guys off to the right flank. We'll use these for the heavy hitting stuff in the middle. Okay, who are we forgetting? No one? Everyone's moving? Good. Greek militia's not fantastic, but they're still phalanx infantry. The only cavalry they had was their general. So if they're aggressive with him, we can take him out. If they're not, then we don't have to worry about him. Okay, these are light troops. Go ahead and run. It's on fast forward, and they're still moving too slow for my liking. I love how the general's bodyguard units look. They always just look so fresh. So my guys use a lot of scale armor, I guess. I mean, in game that doesn't really matter, but it's a little factoid, I suppose. Okay, I would like to engage them outside of the forest. Wait, does my entire line? Okay, so these guys do not have the option to form a phalanx. These guys do. So you know what? Let's actually, again, readjust our front line so that we can have a more defensible group of units. And then we just have our dizzyingly high amount of spears. Okay, some spears to this flank. You guys to the center, just on the off chance they break through. We have the phalanx infantry in the front. Since we've got our spears on the left flank, we'll put all of our... Are these axe troops? I think these guys have axes. Just go ahead and move you forward. Keep everyone else in reserve. And we'll go ahead and begin the march. Now I need to make really good use of my missiles here so I can minimize their pikemen, the damage their pikemen can do. I only see, what, the one unit so far though? Where's the rest of them? I thought they had 3 units, didn't they? Once we start to close the gap a bit, I'll have everyone start running. Ah, screw it, everyone can run now. I would like to draw them into this field. Okay, so we found some of their missile troops. Let's send these guys into the forest and let them hide for a minute. Let's move these guys up closer to our front line. Okay, archers. Can you outmatch them?
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Okay, so my guys are still hidden. And we found his general. So you guys just go ahead and stay there for now. Okay, these guys are going to move around. Cavalry's going to come up to support. Let's start the pike line moving in. Let's get these guys to work the flank early. In the meantime, we'll keep our dart throwers back. We don't want them too exposed. You know what, actually instead, why don't we just move a couple of these guys out? Okay, we can accept some missile fire here. Okay, get in line and then form up. Dart throwers start moving around. You guys start closing in. You stay forward. You guys start to move up a bit. General, move up a bit. Light hoplites come around the side. Oh, I did mess up my flank over here. That's okay. I'm fine accepting some missile fire here because they're shooting straight into my shield, so they're not going to do, hopefully, too much damage. We're already breaking one of their units. Okay, let's get these guys involved. I'd Lost sight of their general. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this just so I can see what's even going on. Okay. Now, the hoplites start walking forward.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Archers start shooting something else. You guys just stop there. Move some spears up
We
next
have
to you.
discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Dart slingers. Find some pikes. Start shooting them. But stay on guard mode. How good is you? Oh, their range is not good at all.
Battle ready and eager.
Gotcha!
Slingers, quick march.
Our hidden units have been
Bit of
discovered.
an odd play there.
Odryssian cavalry.
You guys. Okay, you three unload. You three continue around. You guys move up to secure the flank. You guys come around.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Spears, get up here. These guys have used all their ammo.
Ready for battle. Our hidden units have been
Where
discovered.
has their general gone? Okay, the archers have beaten another one of their archers. Start hitting these ones.
Ready for orders. Advance at speed.
Okay, if they want to move up and start engaging,
Our hidden units have been discovered.
they are more than welcome.
Your command.
Let's get some spears in on these guys.
Spears.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Want to get a full surround before we engage much of their phalanx infantry. Okay, now these guys,
Ready and waiting. Double time.
I am excited to get in position.
Ready for battle.
You lot, hit the pikes. Get a charge bonus, see if you can get them before. Oh, they've got a rally, not
Has
a.
used all its ammunition.
Okay, you guys march around. Phalanx infantry start pushing in. This is just to hold them in place. Okay, archers, we've done enough against their archers, I think. Go ahead and just start hitting some pikes. You know what? This unit of slingers come back here. Okay, we've got enough units over there. Let's start punching through to the center. These guys should not last long. Okay, we're doing what needs to be done here. Now again, we don't want to engage them too heavily from the front. So let's just come here and hold them in place with these spears.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, I'm taking minimal casualties from that engagement. Let's go ahead and move these guys around the side anyway.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, the archers are starting to run out of ammo. It's totally fine. Let's move the general up.
Thracian royal cavalry! Ready for battle!
Okay, get in on the pikes while they're surrounded. You guys should be losing quite badly, so you go hit the pikes in the side.
The men are wavering.
Which ones? Okay, that's fine. Got more than enough to hold the line here.
We'll kill them all! Missiles ready, later! Thracian royal cavalry!
Time to get the Thracian warriors involved. You guys just keep holding. You guys actually go ahead and pull back, whatever. There's no sense in losing the whole unit. And now that their pikes are falling back right into our warriors, let's get the warriors in there. Charge into that. You guys rotate around. That's totally fine. These guys have an attack order? No? Okay, get over here. So these guys just get a huge amount of ammo? I don't know that we can very safely keep shooting into the backs of our own guys. Okay, things are looking fine over here. We're winning up here.
The enemy general is dead.
Enemy general's gone, so the morale is going to dissipate quickly. You guys just go ahead and pull out of that. You guys stop shooting into my own lines. Okay, that should be the battle here in a second. So again, we still took some decent losses, but whatever.
One of our units has used all its
There we
ammunition.
go. Let's go ahead and end the battle, because they can't really retreat very far. If they do, I'll... Which I think means we're going to need to have a lot of missiles, because we need to have enough missile troops to draw their front line towards us. These guys went in, still got quite a few kills, that's pretty good. Yeah, the whole army got killed anyway, basically. Yeah, these guys did. They did alright for themselves. Let's go ahead and release them. Maybe we can take this over, get peace with Athens.
On the move, lads! Thirsty for battle! We cannot pass here! Getting on our way!
That's not what I wanted.
Warriors all! Get moving! Hornet! Starting out! Ready for battle! Ready for battle!
Now, is there anyone we need to merge? Okay, let's merge this unit of spears out. And then higher up, excuse me, higher up another unit of mercenaries. I don't really care for the pikes, let's just get the horse. I know it's expensive, but whatever. Also, we're not out of food now that our own army's moved out of our province. Right? Is that why we're back in the positive on food? Whatever. Because they're still raiding. This army was never in our territory, he was in theirs. I'm being very confused by the food right now. Now, is there a chance that Athens will accept peace with us?
I give you greeting and my attention.
They're rated to be as strong as us. Look at the territory difference, and they are as powerful. It's crazy. Does Bithynia even exist anymore? They do. Where are... Oh, yeah, they're... that little thing there. Okay, these fools are all still fighting each other, which hopefully means they'll keep ignoring me. Rome
Come then, speak.
is
The
never
Senate
going
will
to
listen.
accept peace, so I don't really care. As long as they're busy with Carthage, we'll be alright. I'll check politics. I could really use that 4th army down here, so I think I'm gonna... I want to keep this unit, though, so I'm gonna go ahead and send them on over. And we're back into the negative on food. Oh, you know what we can do to help our food situation a little bit? We can send some of our low influence people to do this. And that's basically, my understanding is the rich people just put on a huge food, some shit or other. They put out a bunch of food for the local citizens for a couple of turns, so it helps us out. Now, as soon as I clicked end turn there, I feel like I was forgetting something. So did I forget something important? The Athenian armies moved. Okay, that's a little tiny army, so it shouldn't... Oh, they actually sieged us. Okay, what's our garrison like here? Okay. We will just kick these guys out. That's actually really helpful, because it means our army isn't going to take losses. Jeez, that garrison got beat up, though. We'll go ahead and keep releasing them. We don't need to enslave them.
Warriors all, ready for battle.
Interesting that their army would go over here. Let's go ahead and see what our odds would be with these guys. More than enough. Please don't go far. They went too far.
We cannot.
Alright.
Laying siege to the hovels.
And we're also going to take a hit to food because our spy is about to move. Go ahead and just auto-resolve this. There's not much sense fighting it. We don't necessarily need the money, so let's just occupy this one. And now we have 2 provinces, and we can issue 2 edicts. Let's actually go with migration for a minute. Let's see, did any of these guys really get thrashed? Not really. Good. Okay, I doubt they're going to have enough money to make a successful siege anywhere. You guys keep moving down here. While you're on your way, pick up some troops. Let's maybe pick up a couple more of these guys. And this army primarily is just to have reserves so I can merge troops across, and then instead of hiring mercenaries I can just swap units out. Okay, that one boosts my food, so we'll do it immediately. So that one gives us more wine and some food. This one gives us a huge amount of money. Let's actually go for the wine press here. Just help out with the food situation a little bit. Again, the spy got undeployed. Now I think, instead of deploying him in Athens, we're going to deploy him here. But we can't this turn. Okay, let's do a quick double check, make sure everyone is doing what they need to. This is what's fun about the spam armies, is just the enormous amount of troops you end up with. Alright, so we're good enough on that. We're starting to build some more buildings. Let's get public order boosted a little more here. Let's see, what will we have a lot of? Trade, resource production, industry. I also like the public order bonuses. We'll go ahead and get this one, because it doesn't do much cultural influence, but it does agriculture money. It improves our money from agriculture, rather. You go ahead and step out of the city to not hurt public order quite so bad. Yeah, see, when I auto-resolve, this general always gets too involved. So I need to be really, really careful auto-resolving with those kinds of units. Let's check politics. Everyone's still loyal. His loyalty just dropped pretty substantially. Let's maybe have him organize some games then. Even though these places already have enough food, it'll still boost our food a little. Let's have you do it as well. Because I don't want to be in the negative on food. Just making sure all of these households are full. Good enough for me. Now let's end the turn. Okay, Athens is like moving their armies back still, which is really, really weird. Because then once I go take this city, they're just gonna take attrition. Okay, so what I will want to do, I think, we did just get the Imperium, so we should be able to get another couple of armies, right? Back into the negative on food. Okay, we got the maximum money out of that by doing the bonus objectives, but I don't even know what the bonus objectives were. Maintain 60 units in total, we will have that instantly. Okay, these guys started raiding, so that's not good. I don't feel like I can afford to send these guys away from Apollonia, though. But maybe I can. A bit worrying to me that they have two full stack armies sitting around over here. You know what, Knossos, who are you at war with? Okay, so Knossos and Sparta are going at it. I don't want to bother taking this island yet, even though that is required to unify the Hellas province. I don't want to bother with it just yet. What I would like is for Knossos and Sparta to go at it, beat each other up a ton, and then I just swoop in and finish them off. You guys go ahead and keep recruiting on your way down. Yeah, I'll just throw some spears in there. I was going to say, our population is low, and it's going to stay low for quite some time. Yet we have now we have no available provinces to go get extra food, but our spy can now deploy. So we're back in the positive on food. Carthage, 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 what are you doing over here? Did you lose a fight against the Roman fleet? Part of me doesn't want to move too far towards Athens until... Well, you know what, if we're in range to make the attack now, let's just do it. They do have a fleet. How big is this fleet? Not big enough to make much of a difference, I don't think. Yeah, we've got to continue the siege there. Send you guys over to reinforce. But only just far enough to reinforce. Because we're going to need a little bit of extra movement range next turn, I think.
Besieging settlement.
That annoys me. It says they're in range to reinforce my guys, but I guess that's if my guys get attacked. Let's go ahead and just auto-resolve this one. It's dangerous because our king is in danger when we do that, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, see, I mean, every time. I really need to never have these units be my generals. See, the cavalry general, I mean, obviously it was a siege, but the cavalry general did just fine in terms of survivability. Let's go ahead and loot this one, get to $21,000. Okay. Now see, this is where merging is extremely valuable. Let's merge them up to full strength, merge them up to full strength. Might just get rid of these guys. Okay, now if we get attacked at Athens, we have to... let's actually pull him in just a little bit further, make sure he's in with her. Make sure he can't get singled out. If we get attacked, we have to fight the battle, because our general will get himself killed otherwise. Heck, why not? We're struggling with food. Let's just make him produce it himself. Okay, here we're going to start from scratch, because I think it'll take less time than converting buildings. Again, we have the building conversion thing, but again, I just don't think it's worth it. Okay, so we do not need this building here. Should have dismantled it last turn, but whatever. These guys are just starting to recruit. That's not who I wanted to click on. Out of curiosity, what can we recruit? Okay, so we can start to get some decent armies now. I mean, obviously we're going to need to build our population up, but we have quite the variety of units we can get. Alright, Back into patrolling stance for you. Not concerned about them at all. My only concern is if Athens runs their armies up through here. Especially because I can't see where their second army is. They had 2 armies. I'm quite certain they had 2 armies. Let's check this map real quick, see if it would make it easier to find them. That's the raiding army, that's a bunch of Roman crap. Yeah, okay, so I don't know where their army is. How are we doing on buildings? Looks like we're doing just fine. Got quite a bit of banditry in this province. Okay, let's send a politician to help out with the food again in... Do you know what? No, let's actually... Yeah, let's go ahead. Why not? Because we're still going to be short on food here, but at least we're not faction-wide short on food. And there's nothing I can convert that to, so let's just dismantle it. Okay. Do you know what? Let's actually not bother hiring mercenaries here. We don't really have the population available to just recruit troops. Actually, yeah, we do. What's the difference between these two? Corinthian light hoplites versus Corinthian levy hoplites. Neither of them can form a phalanx. Oh, these guys can form a phalanx, but these guys cannot. That seems silly. These guys are vastly superior. Neither of them are particularly good. We'll go ahead and recruit some of them anyway. Next turn we can get some mercenaries and maybe go finish off Athens. But we'll see where their army goes. I wouldn't be surprised if their armies go this way and try and hit Larissa. Larissa is in a little bit of danger because if these guys have the movement range available, they could probably take it back, and that would be problematic. I think our garrison here is going to be fine against any Roman small invasions. Stay away from me, RDA. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and just chase these guys down. Because these guys will get here, but not fast enough for my liking. And we're going to want, I think I'm going to want all 4 of these armies down here to take on Sparta. Okay, but now Pella's population should be going up. I'd like to start recruiting like a proper army soon. But Pella is the place that has the good enough barracks for it, but it doesn't have enough population for it. I don't have very many warriors in this province. So we'll definitely stick with the growth. We need to build a temple here, probably. We'll leave this up for now as well, but I think I'll switch that over to a farm in the near future. Okay, diplomacy. Not too concerned about anything. Would these guys accept Confederation just right now?
I am honored to greet such an ambassador of such work.
Might be because they're military allies with Pergamon.
For the sake of friendship that has been, and...
Now, the next question. Do I move my capital over to Pella? Do I move it to Athens? Because I kind of don't like having my capital be all the way over here. Is there a provincial effect from this being my capital province? Whatever. Alright, I think that's good enough for that turn. Fortunately, Rome is still heavily occupied with Carthage. So it's hopefully buying us time to secure Greece and then hop across to the Italian peninsula. I think that will be our next move. I think I have to fight this one, just to make sure I don't lose my king. But that's going to take a hot minute, so I think we'll go ahead and end the episode here, since we're right around an hour. So yeah, if you are enjoying this, keep watching it. If you're not, don't bother. I'm just kind of doing this to see if people are looking for it. So anyway, until the next episode.